Goal, population reduction. In order to control the masses needed to be reduced. Now, this is initiative for ECO 92, Earth Charter. I want you to hear what they say. This is Secretariat for World Order. He says, the immediate reduction of world population, according to the mid-1970s recommendation on the Draper Fund, must be immediately effected. The present vast population, now far beyond the world carrying capacity, cannot be answered by future reductions in the birth rate due to contraception, sterilization, and abortion, but must be met in the present by the reduction of numbers presently existing. This must be done by whatever means necessary. By whatever means necessary. They've already initiated that this happen. All nations have quotas for population reduction on a yearly basis, which will be enforced by the Secretary Council by selective or total embargo of credit, items of trade, including food and medicine, or by military force when required. The Security Council of the UN will inform all nations that outmoded notions of national sovereignty will be discarded, and that the Security Council has complete legal, military, and economic jurisdiction in any region in the world, and that this will be enforced by the major nations of the Security Council. The Security Council of the UN will take possession of all natural resources, including the watersheds, the great forests, to be used and preserved for the good of the major nations of the Security Council. All of the above constitute the New World Order, in which the order of all nations, regions, and races will cooperate with the decisions of the major nations of the Security Council. This is plans for depopulation, getting rid of the masses. Well, they can't do a genocide because that would totally give them away. They can't do another Holocaust. So what they do, and have been doing, is killing us slowly. Watch some of the ways they've been doing it. First of all, they've been using the AMA, American Medical Association. And you notice that if you need major surgery, if your Medicare or Medicaid doesn't pay for that, or you don't have insurance, you're pretty much out of luck. And if a doctor prescribes a medication for you that's necessary for you to keep alive and keep healthy, you better pray that Medicaid or Medicare covers that. And if it doesn't, you better pray that something will, or you're out of luck again. Listen to me. They have a cure for every major disease we've come up against. They have a cure. They also have a cure for cancer. You know what it is? Frequency. Every organism is run by frequency. It can either be brought to life or existing on frequency, or it can be destroyed by frequency. Okay? But they will never release those cures to the world, because it will then take away the need for hospitals and doctors and the American Medical Association. Those cures will never be released. Listen to me. They even have a cure for HIV. They created it. If they create something, they always create an antidote or a preventive for it so they don't catch it. Poison. They've been adding food additives. There are some pops out there, soda pops, that it'd be better for you just to take the syrup and drink it down, because that's all you're getting in your system. Very little else. New drugs. Good Lord, have you seen some of the new drug commercials? I mean, they're just, they're amazingly idiotic. I mean, my favorite one is this one. Now, picture this. There's this woman, and she's gliding through the field, okay? And she's running through this field, and there's trees blowing, and the hair's blowing through her hair, you know, the wind blowing through her hair, and the sun's out, and the birds are with her, you know, flying alongside of her, and she just looks as happy as everything. And you hear this guy go, "Are you bound by arthritis pain, stiff joints, and suffering? You'll never have to go through pain again with new Balestra." You know, and you hear him talk about how good this medication is. And they go through a whole rigmarole of how this thing works. And then all of a sudden at the end, you hear this little voice go, side effects may include brain edema, congestive heart failure, and respiratory arrest. You know, and you're sitting there going, I'd rather have the disease. I can live with that. The side effects will kill me. Pesticides. Have you seen the new chemtrails? They are no longer white, they are red. Case in point, I was down in Duluth, Minnesota doing a presentation, staying with a gentleman down there at a bed and breakfast house. And he said he lived across from the lake. There was a military base just across from the lake. And we were out on the porch one night, and just right around dusk. And he said, now watch, he said, you see those two little silver things over in the distance there? And I said, yeah. He said, those are jets. He said, they're military jets. And he said, now you watch. They're going to fly across the lake. And as soon as they cross that lake, he said, you're going to see one go off to the right and the other one veer off to the left. And he said, they're going to lay down a chemtrail. He said, now I've seen chemtrails. He said, I've seen jet exhaust. He said, it's white. And he said, it's just like a cloud. It'll stay up there for a little bit, and then all of a sudden it just kind of just starts getting lighter and lighter and lighter until it fades away. He said, but the one they're going to lay down is going to be red. And he said, what's going to happen is it's going to stay up there for a few minutes, and then you're going to see it slowly start to mist and come down to actual ground. And I said, really? And he said, yeah. And so sure enough, we watched as these jets come over, and sure enough, one veered off to the right, the other one to the left, and they laid down a red trail. They came back and they formed another red trail. They almost formed like a, you know, like almost like tic-tac-toe in the sky type of thing, but it was red. And this stuff started misting and coming down. And he said, you know, the amazing thing about that is, he said, at least 10 people a week here in Duluth come down with respiratory problems, including bronchitis, emphysema, and asthma. Things in the air.
9 and 10, right? I'll even back up. Romans 3:23 says, for all have sinned and come short of the glory of God. So the first thing we need to do is realize that we are a sinner. The next thing we have to realize is we cannot earn it. Ephesians 2:8-9 says, for it is by grace you are saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is a gift of God, not of works, lest any man should boast. We cannot earn it. We cannot work to get salvation. It's a free gift. If it's a free gift, then how do we reach up and take that free gift? Romans 10:9 and 10 says, if thou shalt confess with thy mouth the Lord Jesus, and shalt believe in thine heart that God has raised him from the dead, thou shalt be saved. For with the heart man believeth unto righteousness, and with the mouth confession is made unto salvation. So it's as simple as this. We ask Jesus to come into our heart, but then we need to make a commitment, brothers and sisters, to read the King James Bible. Don't count on your pastor to teach it to you. Don't count on your church to get it in you. You have a responsibility to read the King James Bible and know what's in it and follow those laws. We all, as Christians, do. Build you a prayer closet. I don't think you can build one in under 6 months. Build you a prayer closet. I'm talking about by daily, on your face time. God bless you. Receive Jesus. Learn the Bible. Follow the Word. And I'll see you in heaven. God bless.